AJ Madden here. Let's cover principle number 5, Energizer, from our 12 principles of leadership. Included in 1% Warrior Leadership, available on Amazon and my website, coachajmadden.com. Let's jump into the principle, being an energizer. As a leader, you either give energy or you take energy away. Every time you walk in the room, the energy either goes up or goes down. There is no neutral. As leaders, we are always under the microscope. We are always under the spotlight, and it burns extra bright on us. And everything we do is magnified times 10, 20, times 100. And how do I define energy? What does that mean? Is it some esoteric concept, or is it something more tangible? Can we give it a more tangible definition? And I'll give you a few examples here of energy, more tangible, that you can wrap your head around, that you can think about and consider in any situation. Certainty is a very strong energy. The energy of certainty. And that, to me, is a step above confidence. Confidence is outstanding, prerequisite for leadership. The next level up is certainty. Certainty in the mission of the organization, certainty in your ability as a leader to execute the mission, and certainty in your team members, the people of your organization. That energy is contagious. That is a prerequisite energy of elite, high-level, high-impact leadership, certainty. Another type of energy is presence, the ability to be an expert listener and to lock in on the person or the people in front of you and focus deeply and tune everything else out. Another type of energy is the energy of enthusiasm. Enthusiasm is contagious, so is certainty. The opposite is also contagious to both, which is doubt and low energy. All right, enthusiasm, you're excited about something. The opposite would be you're apathetic. All right, these things are also extremely contagious, to the tune of many more times the positive opposite of them, which would be certainty and enthusiasm. Doubt and apathy are exponentially more contagious to the people of an organization, particularly when you're in a leadership position. So that energy of enthusiasm, that's enthusiasm for the mission, for the work, enthusiasm for your team members, for the individuals. Enthusiasm is being a true believer in the person sitting in front of you, being a true believer in their greatness. Right? That energy is contagious. The Pygmalion effect, we cover it in the book, which essentially says that when you believe in someone, it actually has an effect on your performance. If you are in a leadership position, a parent, a teacher, a coach, etc., you have your belief in that individual has an actual effect on their performance. Extremely powerful. So there's 3 types of energies that we want to bring as a leader. I challenge yourself to rate yourself on each: certainty, presence, and enthusiasm. Rate yourself on a scale of 1 to 10. How good are you at bringing those energies on a daily, weekly basis? Identify the one you score yourself on the lowest on, and for the next 30 to 90 days, I challenge you to raise that score up. Do everything you can to raise your score up on that particular type of energy. How do we maximize our own energy physically so we can energize others? It's going to have to do with what we eat. It's going to have to do with our exercise, and it's going to have to do with how we sleep. If I could only pick one for leaders, it would be to improve your sleep, the quality and duration of your sleep. The sleep is an absolute linchpin to the other 2 ways that we raise our energy, which is the food we eat and the exercise that we perform. When we have enough sleep and we have quality sleep, we have the energy to exercise, and we also have the willpower to eat better. So that sleep is an absolute linchpin. If I could challenge, if I could give many leaders direct prescription, I would say improve your sleep, the quality and duration. And I challenge people to get 8.5 hours of sleep consistently. And when I work with leaders, it's one of the first questions I ask: how's your sleep? How's the quality? How's the duration? And many of them, because I work with many high-impact leaders, are very busy, and they're getting, 4, 6, 7 hours of sleep consistently. And oftentimes they'll say, well, I don't really need it. And my question to them is, how do you know? When's the last time you got 8 hours of sleep consistently for 30 days? You have no idea if that will completely change the way you think and feel. Because the quality and duration of sleep has a direct effect on our ability to think and also our emotions. Poor quality sleep, lack of sleep, causes brain fog. It causes moodiness. I challenge you to prioritize good quality sleep for the next 30 days. Improve your sleep quality. That means not just how long you sleep, but I challenge you to sleep 8 hours, but also the quality of it, which means avoiding things like caffeine within 8 hours of bedtime. It means putting away the digital devices before you go to bed. It also means sleeping in a dark environment at a good temperature. There's many great books and videos on YouTube, books on Amazon, videos on YouTube about sleep. Learn the basics. Learn good sleep hygiene. It can be an absolute life changer and a game changer, for your leadership and then for your people as well, because you will bring much better energy when you are well rested. There's very few exceptions to this. There's very few people that can consistently sleep 4 hours a night. Very few genetically can do this. So chances are you're probably not one of them. Prioritize good quality sleep. Let's talk about, here's a quote from Jack Welch. Jack Welch was manager of the century. He was recognized as manager of the last century. If a boss can't energize and excite and make people want to be there, he or she shouldn't have that title. I'm going to say that one more time because it's so important. If a boss can't energize and excite and make people want to be there, he or she should not have that title. Energy, to me, is an absolute prerequisite to leadership. If you cannot energize, you cannot be in a leadership position. And that doesn't mean jump on tables and give rah-rah speeches and rousing battle cries. It means that you add energy to any situation with your attitude of certainty, being a true believer, and being present, right? And bringing that enthusiasm for the mission. That's what it is. You can be introverted and quiet and still energize others. With just a few words and just the certainty and belief that you bring to the conversation, a one-on-one conversation. It doesn't have to be speaking in front of 200 employees and giving this Oscar-worthy speech to energize. It does not have to be that. It can be, but it absolutely does not have to be. To me, it's more about a one-on-one conversation. Can you energize the person sitting in front of you? Do you give energy and take it away? And I'm going to tell you one of my top 3 tests of a leader. Very simple. This is one of my top 3. Can you energize on the days that you don't feel like it? Can you energize on the days that you don't feel like it? That's a true test of a leader to me. If you found this video useful, please click like and subscribe. If you found it helpful, please share it with someone else you believe will also find it helpful. 1% Warrior Leadership, available on Amazon, on my website, coachajmadden.com. I know you will find it useful. It is 20 years of experience in the trenches and also research poured into one book. It's the book I wish I would have had 20 years ago. I know you'll find it useful whether you're starting out on your leadership journey or you're a seasoned veteran. There will be many things in this book that you will find useful. I wish everyone success and happiness, and I challenge you to maximize your energy so you can energize others.